Let's go paint a peach blossom. Say that 3 times. I'm Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are non-artists become artists. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Really, ring the bell, please. In my description, there will be a link to the picture, the value study, and the drawing. So you can paint right along with me and enjoy yourself, and you don't have to stress about getting it ready. First thing I'm gonna talk about is copyright. This photo is not mine. It belongs to Kathy Gerald Johnson, and she allowed me to have this permission to paint this. Lovely picture. Now let's put it into a value study using the Notanizer app. I have a video on that too. It tells you how to do it. I want you to look at the flower that is left to right. The right flower. Hoping it's the right flower. It's the one that looks white. I have 3 flowers. I have a bud, a blossom, and another blossom. Which one is the one that wants to be my focus flower? Well, I think it should be the one with the darkest darks, the brightest brights, and the white. The problem is the flower on the right. Okay, I have a hard time left and right. You know, we all have our issues. That one going off the side, that one is white also. And it really looks really white in the picture. So I'm gonna change that value knowing that I want my whitest whites, my darkest darks in my focal area. And I will be changing and calming it quite a bit down, because otherwise you're not sure which one will be the main guy. It could be this one because it's white, or this one maybe because it's bigger and brighter. So I want to make sure that the viewer knows, oh yes, that's the guy. For this one, I think design's pretty good. It has 3 flowers. That's a great, either 3 or 5 is a great amount. I'll probably roll some dark through. You'll see that in the, that I've added a little areas that could be dark in the sketch. Now, color. Actually, I made a whole video for this, and it's tied together because I'm using the same colors on the other video, because it really takes time to think about what I want to use as color, because I really like color. So that requires, I could just throw everything in, or I could be a limited palette and try to make everything have a lot of color harmony. You have another video to watch, I hope. Let's go paint a peach blossom. See, I've already got messes. That happens. And I don't really freak out about it. You know, it just is how it is. It's okay. People like, it has to be perfect. No, I kind of like it better messed up. That so works for me. First off, who's my star? Here's my star. This one, this is actually white, but I don't think that's helpful. So I'm going to make this one and this one pink, a very just soft pink. You watch, I'm at T strength, and if I have to put water because I can't go fast enough, if you think you can't do this shape in a timely manner, then go ahead and put water on it. It won't hurt anything. My board is tipped, so I'm gonna start at the top. And how am I holding my brush? I am sideways. I really don't care if I get over the lines. And I'm not playing. I'm getting there, I'm getting in. Maybe I'm splattering a little bit. It doesn't hurt anything because I'm gonna do something in the background anyway, right? Because I'm letting know that this guy He'll have the lightest lights, the darkest darks. He will be my guy. I'm gonna do the background, and because I just turn this, we're going this way, I can go ahead and start throwing in color if I want. Again, if you cannot get it done fast, put water on it. I know that I don't like the purple, but everything else pretty much works. So I'm just gonna make piles. And I have that. There's my colors. If this is wet, these have to be a milk to cream. And again, that's a videotape that I explain why I'm doing that. So I'm just gonna, I forgot to put water first, sorry guys. I'm allowing this some just to float in there. It didn't hurt anything. Really, this first wash, you can just do pretty much anything you want to do and get by with it. It's totally cool. I want it to mix a little. It's okay to go into the corners and be of a soft edge. It looks good. I don't like things really hard. So that's kind of where I would suggest you should stop. Do you know that came from the Ultramarine? Oh, look at that. Wow, and I'm looking at it thinking, oh my, that's beautiful. Yeah, but I do this in 3 stages. Whatever choose colors you use. I would do, this side, then I go up to about here, and then do that. Now, in reality, in my normal life, I would go ahead and just do this once. But if you're a beginner, Lord, don't try to do this without having wet, because otherwise you won't get nice little things. You'll get a lot of streaky stuff. And I'm just dipping and kind of playing, and there's nothing wrong with just enjoying this. If you're not having a good time, then your painting will reflect that you were stressed and you were like, oh my God, it's not perfect. Yeah. And that's never helpful at all. And you can see I'm not even very outlining well. I just want it to be, I just want to have fun. And as long as everything is juicy and free, I can get by with all kinds of stuff. Just lots of juice, lots of water. It's already drying. We live in the desert, and man, if you are not fast, it's done now. And I'm gonna let it do what water wants to do. Even though this is green, it looks quite a bit like yellow, and I'm just trying to get a good shape. And I don't really care if it's perfect or not. I'm just kind of, so I have something that later on, when I get done, I can come out and say, oh yeah, those are stamen. Look at that. Yay. Okay. Roll it. Don't shake it, because then you have bubbles. Bubbles bad. See, this stuff is already starting to get kind of yucky. Yuck, 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 yuck. Now, what we do need to do is it has to be totally dry before I paint on it. And I probably have to let it dry naturally. So that's one thing I don't really love, but that's okay. Though in the picture, this is a white flower. I don't want this to be, I want the white to be here. So anything that looks could be white, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it white. I think I'm gonna leave this white, even though it's not white, but I'm choosing to make it white. I'm gonna start with opera. And I didn't add opera before. It's like the prettiest, prettiest, prettiest pink ever. So I'm trying to get kind of some depth already at the beginning. And then I'm gonna go to a little darker, which would be the lilac. And so I'm immediately trying to get value down, or and try to stay in the right area. I'll do it a couple times, but this at least gives me a basic. So I know that, yes, this is darker than that, and that's. There's this beautiful pink, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this just very gently. And again, I'm going right into part of my background, so I'm not really minding. I'm gonna leave that as white. I know it's not white. I'm choosing to make it white. I'm just gonna make it a little darker areas. I am getting at the point, if I play anymore, I'll get in trouble. So I'm getting out of there because I see it coming now, man. Don't take long. All right. Now, do you guys watch what I did? I just couldn't control myself. And so I proceeded to get a blossom because I was playing. Are we supposed to play? No. So what do you do when it sucks and you did something bad? Stop. Don't play anymore. This made that gorgeous color that I'm gonna call it as a brown. It definitely has, it's a red brown, but that works. Okay, now I see that it's lighter here and darker there, so I'm gonna do that. And then let's pop a little of that blue in, and that will make it just a little darker yet. So let's just use this lighter color and kind of get it set up. Then we figure out where the darks are. Some people will say, okay, I want it to be more, and they'll wait and they'll dry it. It's not really my thing. I prefer to go for the darks so it's in there and I'm done. If I can get it in one fell swoop, I did really good. That's my take on it. Now I'm gonna throw in the blue. Letting it mix on the paper. Whatever happens, kind of happens. I'll let it do its thing. There we go. So this is one shape. See the shape? I'm drawing it out so I can see it. Ooh, I got a blossom. Good job, Michelle. Yep. All right, I'm having a problem. I played too much. I'm gonna stop. I know it's messed up. This is beautiful. This is what I love. So what I'm looking at is the shape. There's a basic shape. This stays really light, and there's the rest of it has a shape. This is white, this is light, but mainly there's a shape. So let's go ahead and do the first shape because that makes it easy, and that's not hard. I can do anything if it's just a shape. It actually looks like it's a little bit of a little blue. Over here, it definitely is darker, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can put it right in. If I can put it in now, more power to me, man. This is a very dull color. I'm purposely going to make that darker. I'm choosing to make it more dark like that. And in this, I'm gonna squeeze a little bit because I don't want it to move. Everything's wet, right? So if I put that in, what's gonna happen is it's going to just move. And I don't want it to. I want it to just stay there for me where I put it. I'm more worried about making sure I have good values that make things make sense than I care if I actually follow the picture. On this one, I think this is dry enough. And I'm not really worried about if it goes underneath. Things will soften out and I'll like it anyway. So that makes a difference. So you know, I'd go ahead and let that go right on in. And I'm playing with my colors, allowing things just to kind of bleed in. I know that I need some of those purples, and the purples will look really good if I have it right here. I'm just gonna encourage it to be a little purple here and there. Okay, I gotta let this dry because I want to paint that next. So let's do right here, this shape. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I think that will make me more happy. Sometimes when it's not clean or it's not a clean thing. So what I'm gonna use is same colors, the blue and this, like it's one of the pinks, and just try to get a really nice line on it. And then I don't want it to be hard lines. So I'm gonna put water here, and that will blend in, not just, you know, be this hard, nasty line. Change colors. And I'm gonna bring this, I don't want to have this hard line like you're stuck. So I'm just gonna come over here and make it another shape just to make sure so it doesn't look so outlined. Maybe I'll just go straight into the background. I just stuck it right there. I like that. Am I making it say flower? That's kind of what you want to know is, if it doesn't say flower, then I got a problem. It's quite dark. So I'm going to go ahead and straight from at least the first part of it. Woo. Okay, did I want that to fly around like that? If I don't want to fly around, I'm going to squeeze. And you can watch, I didn't necessarily want it to do that. And I'm even going this way, so it really, okay, now it's too thick. Now it won't move at all. That's cute. am I getting too picky? I think I'm gonna stop because you know what? You know what happens is you start playing with it and all you do is you don't need that much. What do you really need? Say to yourself, what do I seriously need? Because there are things that we truly need, you know, that won't look right unless you fix. So let me, because it's giving me a hard time to figure out what's going on, I'm going to go ahead and put some color here. It appears to be that this is supposed to be darker here. All right, do you guys watch me playing? I'm not sure what I'm doing, so what am I doing? I'm mucking around. Is this a good idea? No, I'm getting out of there. I need to stop because all I'm doing is, in fact, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm just gonna let it dry and I'll think about it. I forgot to hit start. Doggone. Kill me now. So not good. Well, basically what I did is I brought this down so that this would be more focused. And I also put another wash here to make it, again, this is more my focus. That's the big thing that I did. So now I'm gonna work on these little ones, and I want it to be less important than that. Okay, I think that's a little too bossy. So just say to yourself, what do I just must have? Otherwise, let's just let things go. Okay, I'm happy with that. I don't feel that I need to do a whole bunch of stuff to make that. Does it say bud in the distance? Good enough. So I'm going to bring this down the center again, using a little lilac. Soften. I'm not even looking at the picture. I'm just kind of, you know, I just want the shape, the feel. And I'm gonna throw some dark here. Why? Because it's my star and I want my star to show. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Does it actually say enough that says petal? That I will say, oh yeah, that's a petal. Yep, that is. Look at how fast I wham that up. You know, the thing is once you get your main one done, anything else has to be a lot less important. I think that says what I want it to say. That's what you need to think about is that say what you want it to say? Did it say bud? Bud. I say that says bud. Works for me. So here we go. It's been a week. Now you see how it looks weird? Oh, I hate that sometimes. Okay, now I've got this lovely, awful, hard edge. That is not pretty. It really isn't. So now I gotta clean all this up, that's why I don't normally use it. But it was so much stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly just go over here and do a whole bunch of softening. I'm gonna use water, I think. I'll use water. Tap, 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 tap. Ooh, that wasn't a good idea. Don't do that. I lost a lot of my color. Oh, that was not good. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that so did not happen, was not good. So, don't do that, okay? I'm just patient. I don't want to just sit here and scrub everything, which is why I was like, you could tell I was like, I really don't like this. All right, boy, you can tell I really don't want to clean that up. It's a pain. All right. I'm trying to separate so that some of them look like little shapes, and maybe that will help. Just shape. Now I'm gonna have to come through. I can see now I'm gonna wind up having to come through and put color on it again. Ugh. Okay, well, that's one big shape. That's probably a little easier. Now I've taken off the masket, right? Which is great. Except now I was gonna pull out my lines out of the masket. So now I'm gonna wind up going put color in, and I'm gonna have to cut it out, which I could have done from the beginning. Duh, just not good. So would it have been easier to have just, I'm not sure, probably. Like I said, I have never had good luck. Doing this never seems to do well when I do it. Things happen. So you have to tell me, was this worth it to do the biscuit? Would I have been better off if I had just cut them out like I just did now? Then I'm gonna blow dry. Then I'll pull it out. Some of it I will just draw. The ones that draw are the easy. So I'm gonna get it wet. I think I'm gonna squeeze, and I'm gonna make a shape. And I'm just gonna sit here for a minute and pull it out. And there'll be another shape. Now, as I get to the other ones, they're going to be positive painted. Right now we're doing negative painting. So all I'm doing is cleaning, squeezing, getting little, and trying to go in different shapes. I want them to actually cross each other, right? I don't want it just to be, you know, because that makes it more interesting. And if I think I don't have enough information, I can always come back through, make it a little thicker. See, there's one, let's make that one thicker. Clean, squeeze, has to be clean. And so some of them can even go on top, right? Because that'll happen. So, you know, you can make this work. Let me see, what point do I need to go ahead and start? I may, let me see. Now you can see right here, I'm having a hard time because I'm able to pull it up. But as it hurting a point, watch. Like right here, it really doesn't look like right. So now I'm gonna flip it and do the other way, and I will do it as in a line. Now, this is one of the few times besides eyelashes that I will go down with a 6. That's really tiny. So I'm gonna get how do I gonna make a nice line? Well, it has to have water. I'm going to roll it. See how if I'm gonna make it darker, I'm gonna go with this and that, really thicken it up. Now, and you can see I'm having a hard time getting a good line. So I'm just trying to, so let's see. And this would be my approach. I might even put some darker colors here just for the fun of it. Because I don't want you to focus. Again, I want your focus to be here. I don't really want that to be important. Do you have any questions? Does it make sense why I wasn't thrilled to do a million little lines? I hope this is helpful. I hope you enjoy yourself. Let me know if you're having fun. Did you have fun? Did I have fun? I'm not sure, because you know I did this before. So sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna have liked it or not. You know what? When you're painting, recognize that your painting won't look like mine. And that's okay. I don't want it to look like mine. I want it to be your version of whatever is a peach blossom. If it looks funky, don't worry about it. It's no big. Just enjoy yourself, enjoying what you're doing. Look at what you could have done better and go on to the next painting. Because the quicker you paint, the quicker you get better. And so just enjoy what we're doing. And that's my goal. I don't know what your goal is, but my goal is for you to have a good time. There'll be a link in my Facebook page, Drop That Brush, and in the description below that will have the picture, the value study, and the sketch. So come paint with me and put it on my page. I want to see what you guys are doing. When you don't know what you're doing, but you're just playing, I'm sure I did a couple of times. Drop that brush, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. You have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week. Bye.